Sticks and Stones podcast. You are now listening to Sticks and Stones podcast.
Well, take two. Welcome back to the Sticks and Stones podcast. This is episode 3-1. Trace Uno.
Yeah. Check your mic and make sure there's not a red light on.
No red lights.
Okay, cool. All right.
We had a couple technical difficulties.
Yeah, we just had some stuff where things went crazy. Maybe had a power outage, I guess, over the weekend.
It's possible. There's a couple late night storms, or I don't know.
Well, there was, but then I didn't have any power, but who knows? Mm-hmm. Maybe we did.
Yup. Anyways, so what's been good? What you been up to aside from football?
Just thinking about ideas for that upper room.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
I say nursery, but that's none of my business.
Nah, dog.
I'm just saying.
Nah, dog. Don't wish anything like that on me, man. Come on. Hey, I got two, man.
Hey, bro.
I got two, man.
Hang out. Hey, listen. Baby Fridays.
No, dog. I got two kids already. You just bring yours over, man. They'll be gentle with them.
This is true.
They're good with kids.
He may need to be gentle. Dog, listen. He is.
Was he busting outdoors hammer or something?
Dude's strong. And he does not very high pain threshold. He doesn't cry if he hits his head. He does because he'll be crawling around, he'll bump it, like he'll run his head into the whatever, he'll fall down. Like he's tough and he's extremely strong. Yeah. So
growing.
He fast, very fast.
I did go to a birthday party Saturday night. That was
hell yeah. Birthday parties are always fun.
Saw some of your favorite people.
Where was his birthday party at?
In New Lebanon.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
You don't want to go, dude? I mean, New Lebanon's got a Taco Bell now. You know that?
I seen that.
You ain't that far anyways.
Yeah, but I don't. What do I have?
Yeah, that's true. You got a Taco Bell right there.
I don't have to go through New Lebanon from where I live to go to any of my work territories that I manage or cover. I don't have to go through New Lebanon to go to the warehouse, my office. I don't have for nothing. So
you just take the back roads to Miami.
I just pull right out of my house, and no, I don't even go to Miamisburg. So I go down Farmersville West Carrollton Road to Route 4,
right,
and Route 4 to Gettysburg, and
then 35, or just Gettysburg.
Just Gettysburg. Yeah. Gettysburg runs you right into Moraine.
It does, yeah, it does.
Or I don't even go to the warehouse every morning. So that's if I have to go to the warehouse. If not, I just go to Route 4 to 35 and go and head east out to Fairborn, Beaver Creek, Xenia, East Dayton, West Dayton.
All right. That's nothing new. Anything new this weekend for you? I saw you finished up that table.
Oh, I did. I finally got the table done, got it inside. It looks great. It was heavy. That table's solid. At least 250 pounds. Like it's heavy. So happy to have it inside. Happy to have it out of the middle of the garage so I can put the car back in the garage. Right. But it turned out great.
Football Saturday night. Did you send me that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yep. Yeah, Saturday was a wild day because it started out with me ripping my earring out of my ear.
Oh yeah, you did send me that picture too.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I woke up and you're like, "Yo, dog," and I was like, "Oh, fuck, dude."
Dude, I'm feeding him breakfast. Just he's doing his normal because he's always a comedian. He's always joking or he's always messing around or making faces and noises and stuff like that because he once you laugh at him he just keeps doing it. So I'm playing peekaboo with him. Like he's finished his breakfast and I'm getting ready to get him cleaned up and stuff like that. And I'm playing peekaboo with him. So I'm like ducking down below his high chair. Right. Mm-hmm. And I ducked down and I came back up. Well, when I came back up, my ear grazed the bottom of his high chair tray. Yeah. And my cartilage piercing got caught on it. Thanks. Fucking pulled it. So I grabbed my ear and the earring's still there.
Just dangling.
I'm like, oh my God, that hurt. Yeah. And I was just like, please don't be bleeding. And I pulled my hand away. I was just like, no. I was like, no. So it was cool. Got it cleaned up. Took the earring out, obviously. And he was cool. He was a trooper. He didn't freak out or anything like that. But I wasn't it wasn't the worst pain in the world. It was, I mean, it hurt, but
That's
when it happened
quick.
so fast. It was just like,
Yeah.
crap. I mean, I had a headache later in the day that hurt way worse than me ripping it out. So I just took some ibuprofen and I was good. But I mean, he was a
migraines will
trooper.
do that to you, man.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a little Mike Tyson, little Evander Holyfield shit going on.
Speaking of,
Or wait, not Evander Holyfield.
yeah, Mike Tyson,
no,
Evander
no,
Holyfield.
No. I thought it was no, yeah, it is. I'm thinking of George Foreman, the grill guy. Yeah, Evander Holyfield. I was right.
Yeah, you're right.
Hell yeah.
Did you watch the fights?
I watched the highlights. There was no way I was gonna pay for that.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard was anybody that watched it was the greatest fight they've ever watched.
The greatest fight they've ever watched.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I wouldn't say that, but
I mean, there was a lot of knockdowns.
It's probably been one of the best fights between them two for sure, or
Well,
the best fight of either of their careers
one of the best heavyweight fights probably in the last
since we were kids. Because when we were coming
Mike
up as
Tyson
kids,
fights. Yeah.
yeah, those were the days of boxing.
Well, you had Lennox Lewis.
Yes.
I mean, there was all kinds. That was when boxing was king.
Yes,
Before UFC.
before all these fucking YouTubers, bro.
Yeah, these YouTubers as well. Maybe I'll start a fight.
Do it, dog.
Nah, dude, I'm good.
For fantasy league, boxing league.
I'm 34. It's too late to get in the game.
You sure?
Yeah, dog. This shit hurts.
It does hurt.
Especially at 34.
It does. But
No.
yeah, no, I mean, I didn't have any.
I didn't care who won, but I just wanted to see a
No,
good fight.
I didn't give a shit who won either way. It didn't matter to me. I didn't have a lot of faith in Deontay Wilder,
Yeah.
especially because of how the last fight looked. There's just Tyson Fury's entirely too technical for Deontay Wilder. Wilder is not very technical
Yeah, he's
at
just
all.
a one-trick pony.
Yeah. So, excuse me. I feel like
he died.
the highlights were great.
Well, yeah, like I mean, there was just a lot of knockdowns. It was back and forth. It looked like Tyson was going to lose there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then in the 11th round, he pulls away and wins.
He was
Knocks him out.
Man, there were some of these inside, like when they're tying up and Fury was landing some of these inside, like these little short uppercuts, and I was just like, oh my god.
That one, the hook
man.
that he landed.
That hook was it. That was it.
The brick in the damn
That was it.
glove. That was it. But
Priest,
then
dude.
the rest, he was just standing up,
He was gone.
gone.
It was just a
And then
matter
the
of
final was it the uppercut that knocked him out?
I think it was another right hook.
Okay.
It was an overhand right.
Yeah, that was nasty. Because
Yeah.
as soon as he hit it, you could just see the lights were on, but no one was home. And he got up, but
Yeah.
he was like, and I'm surprised it even went to that many knockdowns.
That's true too.
In this
I've
day
heard a
and
couple
age,
people say
man.
that, but I mean with boxing, I mean like somebody
In this
said
day
because
and
they're
age,
heavyweights,
well,
they
especially
they fall easier.
the knockdowns that Tyson got on, the knockdowns that Wilder got on Tyson weren't like, oh shit, he's knocked out.
Right.
It was more like, oh, he caught
A
him
little
off
stunned,
balance
yeah.
and he downed him. But everything
Fury's
I
40
saw,
pounds heavier.
who?
Fury.
Well,
40
he
pounds heavier.
looks
I mean, look,
fucking
obviously, but he's like an inch taller, I think. He's 6'8".
big man.
And he's like 270 something, where Wilder's like 6'6", 6'7", and 230.
You look at him,
I mean, he's
and you do not expect anything of him.
doesn't look like a heavyweight boxer.
He just looks out of
looks
shape.
like a retired basketball player.
Right, yeah, exactly. He looks like a retired, what was it, Agalskius. I mean, the dude after the interviews and everything, how can you not root for him?
He's hilarious.
Yeah,
too,
he's a good dude.
I mean,
salt of the earth type guy.
yeah.
I mean, he talked. I don't know if you've ever seen the interview about him and how he almost committed suicide. Yeah, that was. He was like on the edge of just, I'm done.
He had been through some shit.
I think he said he got his like Ferrari or his Lambo up to like 160 on the highway and was.
That's it. Just
Well,
160?
no big deal.
160.
The wheel fly off. It's all over, dog. You know what I'm saying? but no, that interview is pretty.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
That's
It's pretty deep because he's battled depression.
yeah.
There for a little bit, I guess he was down and out because I think he lost some fights and there was questions about just him being a boxer in general anymore.
And that's a big thing with fighters because it's not a team sport. It's a one-on-one, your best versus my best type of sport.
Mm-hmm.
You have a certain type of ego, and when you get knocked off your pedestal, it shatters you for some people. I mean, the Ronda Rousey, I was worried that we were never going to see her again, especially the way that she got taken out of the UFC.
Well, you didn't see her in the UFC anymore.
Yeah, it was ugly.
I mean,
but
dude, she was ahead of her time as far as submission. But then when the stand-up girls got in there,
oh yeah, she just
literally just was eating big ass fists.
But it was just
Holly Holm.
The way she got dethroned that first time was, you kind of felt that it was over with. Period. Like there was not going to be any more wins for her. So.
No, that head kick knocked her right out of the cage forever.
Changed her life, dog.
And then Amanda Nunes, she fought Amanda Nunes, didn't she?
Yeah, it didn't go well.
She didn't get as bad as Cyborg.
No.
Cyborg got fucking thrown.
Nunes is an absolute monster.
Oh, yeah. She was supposed to fight this past month, but they canceled it because I think she got COVID or either the opponent got COVID.
All right.
Nah, dog. But yeah.
What about your boy Jon Jones? I'm so tired of hearing about Jon Jones.
My boy.
I'm so tired of hearing about, seeing stuff.
How many chances do you get though?
He should have been
in a cancel culture.
Ago, but why do they keep putting him out there? Like it's like they're trying to keep his name alive. Just let him fade off.
In a cancel culture world,
right?
How many chances?
He's not a good person.
Do you get?
He's shown that he's not a good person.
So that's where I'm like, oh. Cancel culture is only by who they want to cancel.
Oh, for sure. Because, listen, he's done more than enough to get canceled. More than enough.
He's beat his baby mama, dog.
Right. He's done more than enough to be canceled a few times over.
He did cocaine.
And,
he hit a woman that was pregnant.
He's just, it's no good.
He fled the scene.
Yes.
He resisted arrest.
And all of this comes from, because this isn't, I mean, obviously this is the person he's always been, but none of these things really came about until he got fame. Because what you saw from the beginning was somebody that was a lot more like humble and almost more respectful. Mm-hmm. But now it's just like, he's basically just like, fuck everybody.
Well, he's got those yes men in his ear.
Yeah.
And
a lot of cocaine in his nose.
Well, that too. But it's just, that's what it is. Like, it's selective cancel. Like, we'll give this guy another shot.
I would agree with that 100%. That's an interesting take because that's something that, now that you say that, you could say that for a lot of different people that have gotten off the hook where you were like, well, that's it for them.
I guess popular theory or I guess groupthink would, I guess, lead them into, well, it's just Jon Jones. That's just Jon Jones.
I mean, yeah.
But that's
so
not
how about
fair.
This? Do you think if it was a different sport like NBA, NFL, I don't know.
Right, and that's what
I throw the MLB in there because it's like, sure, we'll throw them in there. Baseball. Do you think he'd been canceled already? Because that's
for sure.
That's a state. Okay, UFC's big now, but it ain't NFL, NBA.
Well,
MLB
I think
big.
Also, like I said, as a group thing or as a society, we're like, fighters
true.
Just
That's very true. Because you think about the UFC, and then you think about like the people that run the
boys
NFL.
Being boys.
He would have never made it through half the shit he's done if he was part of the NFL.
So to segue that, since we're a Monday
we're
out,
talking about getting canceled and shit,
we've got one coach,
and that's so
Jon Gruden.
Because when you guys were saying stuff about this on Saturday, was it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it came out Friday night.
Yeah, Friday or Saturday. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And I had Hudson, so I was just like, whatever, I'll figure it out either way. I had no headlines, no updates yet.
Yeah.
So I had no clue what was going on until Sunday when you guys actually said what like happened. I was just like, one email from what reports that some people were already saying because there was only the one thing that was out yet.
Right.
People were like, well
that's the other part of it.
Up for interpretation. I'm I've spent so much time with him, and I've never seen anything like that, and we've been boys, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, maybe he'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then Monday.
Right.
Then the other shoe dropped.
Well, yeah. Into Monday night was where the deep throat or the leak,
deep
whatever
cut.
you want to call it.
The deep cuts.
Yeah. Released more.
That unedited version.
And there was, just multiple emails. And now there's even more today.
There was more that came out today. But,
so
was the stuff that came out today brought up or released by Gruden?
No.
Because the way the article spun it, the headline made it seem like Gruden released this information about Washington football team's old associate, whatever his name is, something Allen, right?
So I don't know about that and how it ties together. What we're talking about is
multiple coaches.
Right. Today, there's a article that came out about how Jon Gruden received an email of topless Washington football team cheerleaders.
Yep.
That apparently had to take a photo with a select few fans, higher tier fans, which means owners, friends, and family, and
right.
They were on a trip.
Kind of weird.
On a trip and somewhere where they needed a passport, and they took their passports and then forced them to take a photo topless.
But here's the thing:
And
what type of person do you have to be? Again, everybody's different, but we are 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
There has never been a single moment in my life where I have ever thought, it'd be a good idea. I want to get a picture of this chick with her titties out next to me. Or I want you guys to force this chick to take her top off and take a picture. It just feels gross just to talk about.
Well, right. I mean, we don't live that lifestyle, one.
Well, yeah.
And I'm not saying that you would if you did, if you could.
Right. But it's.
I think that
man,
we've had this conversation before, not me and you per se, but with other people.
Yeah.
Money makes you inherently do more vile shit because you think you can get away with it. Like we had this conversation last night about how. Why would you say that in an email? You're writing it down, so that means you really obviously this is a day-to-day conversation.
I'll touch on that because that's like a two-sided thing. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's where I was going to get into is he must have thought that he was sending an email to somebody that was a confidant or somebody that he knew that would never ever out him.
Yeah.
That has to be what it was.
Which it was that John. What's that dude's name? Something Allen.
The Washington football team?
Yeah.
It could be that.
Because I thought that's who the old associate was. It was them two.
Maybe. It could be tied
his
with
name
the
keeps
FBI
coming
rating.
back up.
Well, they rated the Washington football team's entire premise on 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
and then this happened. So I don't know if that's causing a leak. Somebody in the FBI is like, okay, well, we've got these emails now.
I feel like...
Or there's somebody that has been spurned by Gruden.
Yes, and they were black. To me, in my head, because I'm thinking of this as a really good movie, he was being blackmailed by somebody that they used to have a good relationship, and now they don't.
Mm-hmm. And he's making $10 million a year.
Yes.
Okay.
And this person probably ain't making shit.
Not anywhere near
as much.
that.
And this person, XYZ, you're going to do this, that, and the third. Otherwise, I'm going to put this shit out for everybody to see. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Gruden called their bluff, and they weren't bluffing.
Blink.
Yeah, they weren't bluffing.
All right.
So, because otherwise, I mean.
Right. Well, and also, it could be Gruden's thought process of, if I give in, it's kind of like the whole we don't deal with terrorists because if we deal with terrorists, then they're just going to keep asking for more.
Yeah, well.
You know what I mean? So when does it end?
Not doesn't make it okay or anything like that.
No, I'm not.
Did he make the right decision?
Right. No. Well, he didn't make the right decision in
from the
writing
get-go.
the shit,
because
sending the shit.
So that's the other part. That's why I say this is two-sided. So a lot of people, because again, this is a lot of perspective is why would you put something like that down in writing? Why would you text that? Why would you say that out loud if that's how you feel? Okay, well, that's all fine and good.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just be a better person and treat other humans as humans?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're an NFL
He's
head coach that has won
ignorant motherfucker.
What, one Super Bowl?
One Super Bowl.
Yeah,
The Bucks.
he went. No, he won.
Or
He
I thought
won
it was-
the Raiders.
I thought he was the coach of the Bucks when they won the Super Bowl with Warren Sapp.
Maybe. Yeah, I think it was the Bucks, and then he lost with the Raiders.
Yeah. So for me, it's like,
Either way.
yo, why are you such a scumbag?
Right, you're
Because
a
it's
fraud. Like
well, yeah,
all that shit you
because
said.
all these people that had trusted you and all this other shit like that, now they don't know what kind of things you've said or thought about them behind their back and have said about them and all this other thing like that. POCs, alphabet people, what I mean, all kinds. So it's just
Right. Well, and then they had, was it Nasib that came out
yeah,
at like the beginning of the season?
yeah.
So it's like all just weird timing.
Oh yeah,
You know, it's like
there was
these
another
steps of.
lineman. It was an offensive lineman.
Well, that
had
was
come out.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But
Yeah, but
they
you had
interviewed him
seen-
today.
Yeah, that I saw that pop up, and I was just like,
He came
"There's
out
gonna be all
after
kinds
he
of
got
shit.
out.
There's gonna be all kinds of shit." That
Oh
pops up
yeah,
now.
people are just gonna
People
dog
interviews
pile.
and I knew it. Da, 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 da. So
Like McAfee today, he didn't really he didn't dog anybody.
he didn't, and which
He just was like, hey,
this is
nobody
such
asked me
a-
about real world shit because
this-
nobody comes to me.
right. This is such a serious situation. I don't think he's gonna
Mm-hmm. Well,
try to.
Well, and that was what he was like. He's like, nobody ever asked me who you voting for, like on the show. So why the fuck you gonna ask me about this? And the
Right.
same here. Like, I'm not. I don't know. It's just.
This subject doesn't really do much for McAfee's show and audience.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
right? Well, and it doesn't do much for us. I mean,
No.
we're just talking it out. Like,
No.
my other thing is, I had a conversation is, how far do we go back?
That's the other thing too, and
This
that's
was 10 years ago. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, the more that I've read, he has emailed, and these emails have went all the way up into 2018,
they span over it's not like these all emails just came from
2011.
right. So they span 7-8 years of time. So I mean, to say okay, well these were in 2018, so in the last I don't know what 3 years,
I changed.
old boy's changed. He's grown a heart.
And he's been in Las Vegas for 4 years, right?
He likes POCs. He's down with the gays and all that other shit. It's like
Vegas changed me.
I doubt it.
Right. No, I mean,
But who knows? I don't know. Because, and here's the reason why I say I doubt it. Everything that Jon Gruden has said so far has seemed very, I'm just saying this because they're telling me I have to.
right. There was that conversation went down with him and Mark Davis.
Mark
Look,
Davis is like, you fucked up, right?
you fucked up.
I mean,
You're hurting my bottom line of my business.
him and that fucked up haircut.
I gotta get rid of you, man.
If you don't know what Mark Davis looks like, please just Google that.
Yeah.
That haircut is.
Well, he's got a lot of money
Something special.
now. He saved a bunch of money now. He can go cut his hair, get his hair cut.
Yeah,
I know a great barbershop in Vegas if you need one.
Shit.
They are the shit.
He's known for that ugly ass haircut.
He looks like Lloyd.
It's it's that Lloyd bowl cut from fucking Dumb and Dumber. It's ridiculous. It's like you
put
cannot
a
tell
bowl
me
on
there's
his
not
head.
something else you could have done with that.
Yeah. It's a
Own
wig,
an
dude.
NFL football team.
I think it's a wig.
Who knows?
And if it's a wig, that's even worse because
That
now
is
he's
even worse.
choosing to buy the wig that looks like Lloyd.
Instead of just being a millionaire and rocking that bald head.
yeah,
you know
just
what I mean?
rock it, dude. The same way for Donald Trump.
Come on,
just rock that shit,
come on,
dude.
Professor X. So it's just
Rock it. You look.
so that's okay. So let me ask you this: so what do you think happens to the Raiders? As a football team, all bullshit from Gruden aside,
do they crumble?
Because here's the thing: over the last 2 weeks, the Raiders have been playing. I mean, each week it's been worse. So
well,
is it
I think that's
okay,
because somebody was knocking on the door
yeah.
and he knew. I think that's kind of in the back of his mind, like shit.
Oh, okay. But I mean, you think their downfall the last 2 weeks has been all him?
I mean, he
Team
calls the
playing like
plays.
shit. Does he?
He calls the offensive plays.
It doesn't
Spider
have
Y2
anything to do-
X banana
Derek
2
Carr's not very
JY.
reliable.
Derek Carr is fine. He definitely needs to throw it to Waller a little bit more, but
Oh, fucking K.
but I mean, I think they'll be okay. I don't know. I know I said, man, they were the most impressive team after 3 weeks, which they were. But then, obviously, it's 3 weeks. Like, that's what I said. It's
A lot's
3
happened
weeks.
in the NFL in these first 5 weeks.
Right.
A lot.
You know,
A ton.
The parity is through the roof. I mean, we just have a league where a lot of teams are going to go 8-8.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to be like, well, I don't know if they're good, but if they get in, they could do some damage.
It's gonna be like that.
Right. And it's the same way in fantasy football. You can see it.
Oh, God. Don't even get me started.
Because you look at some of these teams, and I guarantee you in your league, if you look at some of the teams that are on top, you're going to be like, that team's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
I'm not taking any shots. I'm just simply saying that shouldn't last. Now, like, you know, is Jamar Chase, is he really that good? For the first 5 weeks, he's been that damn good.
He's been super consistent. There's some people that have been...
Burrow's been great. Herbert's been through the roof after the first week.
Right. There's been players that have been extremely consistent week in, week out, gameplay-wise, where it's... you're to the point where you don't even got to worry about him.
Mike Williams, lock it. He's had one bad week.
Real.
Yeah, one bad week. That was it. And
Unreal.
I mean, and that makes sense because he's in a contract year, and we knew he was really good at Clemson. So
it's like.
But he's always been injured every year.
That's true.
So like, when's it coming? You know, that's
because they also have Keenan Allen.
Yeah, their receiving core is great. I mean, they have Jared Cook at tight end. They have Eckler, who is a great back just all around. He's not the best rushing back, but he can get it done if you need to. But coming out of that backfield in a pass play, that motherfucker he's Alvin Kamara.
Let me ask you this, okay? So because you said something about receivers, do you think, and I can't remember if I'd asked you this before, do you think that at this point, right now, Tom Brady has the best receiving core he has ever had in his entire fucking career?
I'm
talking
not over the Randy Moss,
but who else?
Wes Welker, and the dude who got a DUI and killed somebody. But yeah, the former Saint. I forget his damn name now. Solomon's gonna text us. Either way,
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time seeing how any. I mean,
those three are fucking solid. Do I think he's gonna throw 52?
Plus
he's on pace. He's on pace.
I think he can.
Oh, I definitely think he can because those receivers, those three, are just as good.
And they're unique. None of them are the same. They're all very unique in their own way.
Right. They're overall, the three of them are better than those three.
Yeah.
But the top with Randy Moss, nobody touches Randy besides Calvin Johnson. But
I don't know. Randy Moss was good, but it's just like,
come on, dog.
His career was short, I feel.
No. You got a few robbed years when he went to the Raiders because he just laid down and was like,
that's
fuck
for sure.
this.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But when he came over to the Patriots, you were like, God damn.
Yeah, but I mean, that was only for a couple years too,
right? It was only a year.
Yeah.
I think.
It was just like.
But, I mean, that year, man. He had 20 touchdowns, dude.
I mean.
What receiver had 20 touchdowns?
We've had receivers since then that have had 20 touchdowns.
Who?
I don't know. I'm sure.
I don't think we've had one with 20 touchdowns. And they had two receivers with 20 touchdowns, I believe, or close to it in that year. Because he had 52 touchdowns.
Yeah, he certainly wasn't running them in himself. So
fuck no, Tom Brady running in. That'd be the end of time.
Yeah.
But he is running around now, apparently, too.
He is. He's done figured out his legs.
Apparently, that was his first game with 5 touchdowns and 400 yards ever. So
yes,
there's a new stat.
I mean, that was a pretty high scoring game, though.
Well, for them, they just fucking ran the score up. That's what they're going to do. They want to break records for him. That's exactly what they're going to do. If you allow them to, they will do it.
Yeah.
So, if you play the Buccaneers, you better not take your foot off the fucking gas pedal.
No, you got to keep. You know what I mean? If you get them down, you got to stay on top of them.
Right.
Or
And you
can't take a series off with the.
Who was
with
it
the
that they
Bucs.
played? I don't even know who they played last week. Or
This
Sunday.
past weekend?
Yeah.
It was
Somebody not good. The Dolphins.
Yeah, there's the Dolphins. They terrorized them.
Yeah, the Dolphins, man.
Because the Dolphins look pretty strong.
Get a
like
goddamn quarterback, man.
The
Goddamn. Just get a goddamn.
Apparently
You could have had Herbert.
The talks with Watson have increased a little because of their situation.
It's over. Just let that go. Go fucking find the guy. Go fucking find the guy.
It might be Tua's brother.
Yeah. It ain't nobody from Alabama. It ain't nobody from fucking Ohio State.
No, it sure isn't.
That one kid, I think he's at Houston. He's been tearing it up.
Oh.
Red and white team. I don't know. Either way,
Yeah.
I sound ill-informed. I don't give a shit. I'm just telling you, man.
Right. No,
But go find him.
Right.
Groom the motherfucker. Get rid of Tua, or just bench Tua till his contract's done. Because
I would get rid of him and use him for some type of trade
nobody
because he's not going
wants
to
him.
serve you.
Nobody's gonna take him though.
No, I don't think they will. Not for that money. I don't know how much he's getting paid.
Well, he's on a rookie wage scale deal.
Oh well, I mean,
he's getting some money because he's a first rounder, but
I
he
don't
ain't
think
getting
Tua
a
will be
lot.
I don't think Tua will be a starter anywhere. Period.
No, he's gonna be a journeyman.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Chiefs, they're in a struggle bus,
They are.
and apparently Patrick Mahomes is in a struggle bus with his future wifey and his
that
brother.
real?
Yeah, that's real. She gets on like Twitter and pops off, dude. She told the fan base to shut up. She told the Chief fan base to shut up. What? All right. Look,
I would never. I would.
if you are a future wifey of a football star,
you're a future wife
stay
anything.
the fuck off Twitter. Stay the fuck off
Fall back.
Facebook.
Fall
Stay
back.
the fuck. Well, you can get on Instagram. Just don't comment. Twitter's just a cesspool. People are gonna just poke at
People
you
are
and
looking
poke at you.
for you to do shit like that
Right.
on Twitter. But
Don't. You're feeding them.
all you're doing is making life harder for your spouse who's actually putting the work in, like who's actually on the field, like who's playing the game.
Right.
We get you're passionate. We get you love your man. We get that. I don't know if she was just frustrated or, was embarrassed because she's the wife of, or I don't know what the situation was. I don't know if she was just trying to have her man's back. He's a grown man.
It's the first time in his career that he has struggled.
Right. And there's going to be, you ain't going to be fucking
Superman.
Super Bowl Patrick Mahomes every year. That's just not
Right.
going to happen. You
Right.
may win one more Super
Not
Bowl
even
for the
Tom
rest.
Brady.
You may not win another Super Bowl for the rest of your career. You may win one, but it's going to be like that sometimes.
Twitter is like going to the zoo, and then there's a sign that says, "Don't feed the animals."
Yeah.
The animals are the fan base. Don't feed them.
No.
Just fucking, you shut the fuck up. It's better off you just be
He
quiet.
got on there and said, "Chill, babe," or something like that.
No, that wasn't real. That was that was all Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
But she did tell the fan base to shut up,
It's ridiculous.
and that's not going to do anybody any good.
No. All that's doing making, you know what I mean? He just live in the moment and support him at home and support him. You don't need to talk to all the fans and all that other shit.
Right.
You're talking Patrick Mahomes he's set for the rest of his life.
Right. He solidified himself. He
The
won a
one
Super
of the
Bowl,
biggest contracts ever.
10-year deal.
He owns a part of the fucking Kansas City Royals now.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be fine. Just fucking chill though.
Right.
It's
And his brother needs to stop getting up on TikTok.
everybody needs to stop.
Everybody needs to get off TikTok. Juju, I'm talking to you now that you got the whole
Okay,
season off, dog.
Okay,
Stay off of TikTok.
Don't kick him while he's down. All right.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you. Hey, don't get on TikTok.
Kids
they start
will be
winning
kids, man.
because then motherfuckers gonna come at you.
Kids will be kids. I mean, and it's what a game though.
I didn't watch it.
What a game. I
Who
told
was
you,
the starting
I
quarterback
knew-
this week?
Who for who?
Denver.
It was
Was it old fucking
Bridgewater.
Simple Jack?
It was
Okay.
It was
All
Teddy
right.
Bridgewater.
That was a good win then. Yeah.
And
If you played Simple Jack, I'd have been like, yeah.
I knew this could be the week for them to. Okay, you guys can go up. You're at home. They're coming here. You can get this win.
Well, you needed
You
that
need
win.
this win. You can get this win. The last 2 games you should not have fucking lost, but you did. This is a team that you can beat. Tough defense, not a great offense. You can
I agree
beat
with
them.
that. Yeah.
And
You've got what? The next 2 games you got. The Seattle is one of them, but that's not with Russ.
No.
So that should be a win.
right.
Unless Gino just comes out and
I-
figures it out, which I'm
Hey,
not saying
hey,
that's going to happen.
Hey,
I'm
no,
just saying.
hey,
Just
no.
do us a favor and beat them.
no.
I'm rooting for you.
So my thing is, everything was clicking. Everything looked good. The defense was having a better defensive game. The offense was getting on the same page. Najee having a fantastic game.
Turn back the clock.
Receiving.
Look like young Roethlisberger.
I wouldn't say he looked like young Roethlisberger, but
Okay, middle-aged.
they were having
Roethlisberger.
a good game. Now the end of the game or the score makes it look like it was a lot tighter of a game for the whole game, or it was a battle or stuff like that. All that shit pretty much happened towards the end of that game where it started to get kind of close, but it was a pretty good game, and they should be able to build off of that for this week coming up. And we have primetime. Steelers play fantastic primetime football
Is that Monday or Sunday?
Sunday night. So
Okay.
primetime has always been very kind to the Steelers. So
Fair enough.
yeah,
Who do you play?
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Well, we got to look it up now, dude. Can't just get up on here.
But oh man, yeah, I saw an albino person the other day, and at
on,
first I didn't know they
man.
were albino. So I saw this
Come on,
what
man.
looked to be like this 75-year-old small white lady
Uh-huh.
walking with what looked to be like a 17 or a 16-year-old boy. But as I got closer, I was just like, no big deal. That's just an albino.
Oh,
so
it is?
I wasn't sure which was more rare.
Okay.
Seeing an albino, okay, how about this? I wasn't sure which one was more normal. Seeing like an old lady holding hands walking down the street with her 18-year-old
Tread
boyfriend,
carefully.
or if it was more normal to see an albino person.
I don't know, man. I ain't never
Which would
seen
have
one.
been more normal? do
Was
you
her
think?
eyes all red?
Yeah, she was full on.
Damn. Yeah, I've
She
never
was
seen one.
Full albino.
I've never seen a full albino.
White hair, white skin, no eyelids.
No,
full
you mean
albino.
no eyebrows.
Looks like they got no eyelids, but yeah.
No eyebrows, dog.
No, no eyelids. I know what I'm saying.
No. Bro, okay, so they look like the powder.
This was powder with hair.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Well, powder didn't have hair because of the whole thing. But either way, yeah.
Yes.
I've never seen an albino person. I've seen an
I've seen a
albino
bunch of
squirrel.
albino people. Oh, I've seen all kinds of albino people.
Never
but
seen
I'm
one.
saying I wasn't sure. I was more normalized by the fact it was an albino person. I was like, oh, it's just an albino person.
Right. I don't know. I don't know if it's right.
But I was not thrown off at first when I thought it was an old lady with her 18-year-old boyfriend.
I mean, maybe he's into albino people.
Or maybe he could have been into 80-year-old ladies.
That too. I mean, that's a 5-year plan, man.
If you're lucky.
That's the good thing about it, I guess, for him. You know what I'm saying?
You're disgusting.
Hey, dude, he's the one that's going to be making money here soon.
Collecting that Social Security, dog.
Right. All I remember, or all I think of is, was it Big Daddy? Got a
Yeah.
5-year plan. What? So when he dies? You guys play Seattle.
That's right. This
So
week
it is
is
this week.
Seattle.
Yeah. All right.
Here, Kay, double up on these wins.
You want to go ahead and go into week 6 pick'ems?
No, bro, we got stuff to talk about.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
So, did you know that there's an investigation going on right now because of an ash spreading incident at Heinz Field?
No.
Full-on investigation
Please.
because it is illegal, in case anybody didn't know, to just be spreading fucking ashes wherever.
Yeah, it's a
And
dead
I don't mean
body.
like bonfire ashes. I'm talking about the ashes of your loved ones. Like,
Did they not ask people?
do you think they asked?
Obviously not.
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just seen it and I was just like, that'll get you in trouble.
Yeah, that can get you in trouble.
So, really won't matter to me one way or another because I'll be dead. But I never really thought about cremation or anything like that. But I can't really think of listen, I love the Steelers. I mean,
But you don't want to be on the field.
I don't want you to spread my fucking ashes on
Man,
at
dudes be
Heinz Stadium.
spitting, stepping on you. I mean,
Right.
Harry,
What if you said, "Hey, spread my ashes in Heinz Field," and the only place you were going to be able to get away with it was in the fucking bathroom?
No.
You know
Is
what
that
I
where
mean?
they did it?
I have no idea. I'm
Ah,
just
okay.
saying though, like, as a great friend, you're just like, "Hey, man, at least you're at Heinz Field, though." you know what I mean?
You're in the pipes where we do it down the toilet. And flushed
Right.
it.
So it's I don't know. Like I said,
Did
I
they
didn't
try
read
to
the
do
full
this during the
article.
game?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, they would have had to have because it's pretty hard. I don't think it's easy to get into a stadium when there's not a game or an event
It
going on.
depends if you know some people.
True. If you know a member of the staff, that's true.
Because there was something like this where somebody spread ashes on a football field, and then they were like, "Wait a minute, what? Like, you guys are doing what?" And no.
Oh, yeah.
Like, can you imagine if they did that in a not grass field, like the field turf? That shit is in there, and it will not come out. It's in there with that rubber. And I don't know if you've ever been on a turfplex field.
It's not.
For those that haven't, like when you get tackled on a turfplex field or anytime you go to the ground, like when you watch a game, that fucking rubber bounces
The
up.
little rubber BBs.
Yeah, that shit gets in your shoes.
Your
It gets
mouth.
in your fucking mouth.
Your eyes.
It's
Ask
like
Solomon about
sand. It just gets everywhere.
it.
It's in your ass crack
It's
at the end
rubber
of the game,
sand.
probably. Because like we walked the Cowboy Stadium. I've walked it twice, and like we would just run routes and just goof off on the throwing the ball around, and I mean that shit is in your shoes by the time you leave.
Oh yeah.
Cool ass stadium. That, by the way, can we please go back to grass? Turfplex is
love
ass.
grass. I love grass.
Yeah,
It's hard
I
to
am.
maintain. It's harder to maintain than turf, obviously.
Well, that's the
And it
reason
doesn't
why they
take
do
the
it.
Pounding.
Because owners are that cheap. You're
Well-
$1 billion or a billionaire or whatever,
Yeah.
and you don't want to pay
The
another
thing-
$300 to $400 or $1,000.
So the issue behind the
take-
turf is your field ends up getting destroyed pretty quick
don't
because
give a
these are
shit.
enough. But I'm saying though, you can replace those patches. You can pull up full strips of grass and replace it with sod, but the sod doesn't take. It takes weeks for sod to take and root down into the dirt. So then you have an issue of, okay, now players are tripping and slipping and kicking up giants. I mean, it's like, you ever tripped over a rug walking into like a gas station?
yeah.
It's that, but with
You're
a
like,
piece of
"God damn
grass.
it, where'd that come from?"
That's, yeah.
Right,
So,
I understand that. I guess I would rather have you trip than your leg get caught and then it go backwards. Because that happens
You
more often than
might
not.
be- so could all these injuries
Oh, absolutely. It's an inferior.
that we are seeing over the last 2 to 3 years have
Shit,
to
it's been
do
more than
with
that.
the fields?
Oh, absolutely. Have you
What
ever?
about Saquon's ankle?
I mean, that he stepped on the dude.
Did
so
you see that?
his
thing?
shit looked like a balloon.
It looked like he had a fist on the side of his ankle.
Yeah, he's growing a fist out of
It
his
looked
ankle.
disgusting.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. He will not be playing for at least another 4 to 5 weeks.
Easily.
He shouldn't.
He's gonna need all the therapy to get back within the next 4 weeks.
Right.
I mean, and even then, you're a running back, and that's an fat chance. So
Like that meme that Hill posted today said he was the Carson Wentz of running backs.
he is kind of fragile.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what happens, dude. Because I guarantee you it was probably the same leg.
I don't know if it was. That's a
I think
good.
it was his
Actually, that's a
left.
good.
I think it was his
I
left.
never thought about that.
It was his left. That's what happens is you overcompensate usually.
Right.
You'll do weird shit with it. You just don't notice it, but you do. Like, as a person who has torn their ACL, you just do funky shit with your leg to overcompensate. And then if you overcompensate, usually you tear your right. You have an 80% chance to fucking tear your
Because I want
right.
to say, Lev Bell tore both legs.
Well, the second one, he got rolled up. That wasn't
Yeah,
his
that's
fault.
true.
That was fucking perfect, like literally ripping.
That's right. That guy. Thank God
That
he's
was
out
bad.
of the NFL.
That's what I mean,
That is
dude. If he would
somebody-
have stayed healthy, man.
That's somebody who I was not a fan of.
Yeah, perfect was an
He was
asshat.
a
That was another John Gruden guy, dude.
no good for the game. Yes, it was.
It was a John Gruden guy.
Just
Just go out there and fuck people up.
Making monsters out of people, huh?
Yeah.
Let's
we love
talk
you.
On the topic, because we didn't get a chance to talk about this last week, and this is a situation that is a little bit more lighthearted and funny. Okay, so Suburban Meyer,
yes. We did skip this
has
week.
had some controversy where a lot of people thought he was going to be fired immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I think you even said he's done.
I think he's done. I think this is a one-off.
No, I don't. I saw him say, and I don't think it is a one-off. And
You don't think he's gonna? You think he's gonna stay there?
Tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
So, we listen. We all make mistakes. Okay, this is in no way, shape, or form is there any excuses for this shit. Because
I'm gonna let you go ahead, but I'll stop you afterwards.
Here's the issue. First and foremost, he's married. I don't even know if you put that first. He's married, but he's also the coach of an NFL football team. So whatever one you want to put first, I'm sure a lot of people are going to side with him being married first and foremost. That's fine, but whatever. So he is married.
Allegedly.
Oh, he's allegedly married. That's a new take.
I'm just saying. There's some rumors out there. I'll get to it.
Which is fine. But he is also the coach of an NFL football team.
Allegedly.
These are your Jesus. This is your team. You were playing out of town for your team, which was in town for you and your home. Don't give a fuck about that.
80 miles from home, but yeah.
You are to fly back with your soldiers.
Should. But it's a Thursday game, so it's an elongated
There was no
week.
emergency. Nobody was dying. There was nothing going on. Mm-hmm. There's not a single excuse in the world, except for being selfish, that you could have made for not. Listen, that chick was bad. There's still not a single excuse for you to not be flying home with your team. And you guys are you haven't won a game yet.
They're they're 20-0.
It does
0-20, sorry.
Nothing for the culture of the organization. It does nothing for the buy-in of your team and your players and your other coaches. It's not a good thing. It's not a good scene. It was terrible.
Right.
So then you have the video. At first, when you said it to me, I was just like, bro, you don't know if that's Urban Meyer. And then all the other shit came out. I was just like, hey, man, this is a fuzzy. This isn't even 7020p. Like, you can't tell if that's Urban.
720p.
So
this looked like it was filmed on a Motorola, man.
On an
How
old
am I
Razor.
supposed to believe you?
An old Razor phone. It clearly was Urban Meyer though, and they was getting jiggy with it. Like, he was chilling on a bar stool, she was grinding on him, he was putting his hands in her legs. That's all fine and good.
Well, I think
this is easily recoverable from.
if this was a one-off deal, like the first time he ever did anything wrong.
As an NFL coach, it is.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about just as an NFL coach.
Yeah, we are, because that's the job he has now.
Your reputation precedes you, my man.
They hired him knowing.
I understand. But so they deal with the devil. It's like, okay, so I've had this conversation with a couple friends, and I've likened him to Calipari of the Wildcats.
Ooh.
He is, and
Okay.
don't get me wrong, I love the Wildcats.
Okay.
I love Calipari. So Calipari was a sleazeball before coming to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Now let me stop you there, who's watching and saying, well, he's still a fucking sleazeball. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
But he has figured it out. He has locked it down. He's found the fucking niche to not get in trouble anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever it be, he found it. Urban Meyer don't give a fuck about getting in trouble, leaving a program in shambles.
Wait.
No, Florida hasn't recovered, dog. Florida is
I don't know if that's their fault.
bad.
I don't know if that's his fault.
All right. He goes to Ohio State. We win some national championships.
We
We go to some national championships. We win one. I ain't complaining. Hey, man, thank you.
It's hard
While
to-
he's my guy,
And this is
he's
while
my
Nick's,
guy.
And while he's winning championships and going against championships against Nick Saban.
right. When he's my guy, like when Calipari is my guy, that is my guy. Okay?
Yeah.
When they are not my guy,
They're not Joe.
hey,
guy.
I told you. You
Right.
knew, you know.
Fair
So,
enough.
And there was rumor that was a planted like video, that was a setup. Okay, whatever.
I don't think that.
If that's the case, then so be it. Good for him trying to get out of the job. If I'm the Jaguars, I'm not going to fire him. I'm going to make him quit.
I don't think that was a setup at all. I
No,
think that
absolutely not.
He made a terrible choice.
Right.
Because how you gonna say there was a whole, you mean to tell me there's a whole setup for him not to fly home with his team? He's a grown ass man.
I
He
think
made that
they're
choice.
saying it's a setup in a sense of to get fired, so he doesn't have to.
Oh, it was
coach
him
this.
getting no. This is the NFL. He made the choice to be an NFL coach. This was coming. This has been in the works for years. If he didn't want to be an NFL coach, he wouldn't be fucking doing it. So I have faith that he wants to be doing what he's doing. It's just a matter of him figuring out that this is the fucking NFL. This isn't college football anymore.
Well, he said it best. Well, I think it was right before the season. You're playing Alabama every week
yeah.
because that's what you are. You're playing
Everybody
Alabama
you play
every week.
is up to snuff. You're not out here playing fucking Toledo
Right.
or Rutgers or whatever as OSU. You're yes, everybody's Alabama, and they're coming with their absolute best, and they're 110% prepared for you.
Yep.
So,
Everybody's running 4.340s or below.
Yeah, you know what I mean, the best of the best. So it's
That little.
I think that he can continue if he can continue on and can keep bidding. Because here's the thing, you cannot turn it. The Jags were in shambles, and it was going to be tough for them to get back right, no matter who is their fucking coach.
Right.
You cannot change an entire organization or team or whatever overnight or in one season. It takes work. It takes time.
Right.
He is the person to do it. Or he could be the person to do it. But he has to get
them to
that
buy
buy-in.
in.
He has to get that trust from his players back. He has to get that buy-in back. And if he can start turning this around and start putting some W's on the board with old Trevor Lawrence,
I don't think it's going to happen.
they've been pretty close on a few games. I think they're going to pop out some wins.
I think they're going 0-17. I said it like 2 weeks
I don't
ago.
think so,
I'm
bro.
sticking to it.
Because there's some games where
And I don't
the
think
win was right there.
that's fine.
It was right
They were
there.
up 21-7 against the Bengals, blew it. They were up against the Cardinals, blew it.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, the tools are there,
they're gonna figure it out.
but
Because Robinson,
as
boy,
pure,
Robinson.
oh yeah, he's turned it on.
Oof.
It's a Urban Meyer deal. We get up, we sit on that lead. Guess what? You can't do that in the NFL.
No, but he's again.
Put that
everybody,
motherfucking gas pedal down.
But you gotta understand, everybody in this situation
right.
is learning.
Right, I understand that.
So
But usually you're winning at least one in the first 8 games. He
Maybe.
might. I don't think he will. Especially with all this that just happened.
So think about, and they don't get me wrong, because they won a couple games. Think about when Zach Day took over the Bengals. Is that his name, Zach Day?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Right.
This is the Bengals. I mean,
Well, there was tools in place, but he came from a McVay lineage and all this shit. Everybody's trying to steal off of McVay. I mean, hell, we've had 7 coaches taken from us.
but they continue to give him a chance, and slowly by slowly, they're putting the pieces together, and they're getting better, and things are falling in place. You've got Joe Burrow, you've got Jamal Chase, you've got a defensive front line that is that's a good solid front defensive line that they have.
Hubbard and the other guy that they
Oh
got in
my
free
God.
agency.
Real good. So
But the other part of that is he's listening to his players because Burrow was the one that was adamant about getting Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go after a lineman, get Chase. And everybody was, and I included, don't fucking do that. Go get a lineman.
yeah, I said some shit about that.
So,
too.
I mean, apparently We didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
Well,
So far.
For now, because Joe Burrow doesn't make great decisions, and Joe Burrow proved that this past week.
Yeah, that was on a run. I mean, they're protecting him
No.
better than last year.
He almost got himself hurt this time.
Right, I understand.
Because I understand you're scrambling for the first down. You got the first down. Just slide or go down.
Not every game is your last, but it can be your last if you
just
play like that.
That was ugly.
Right. Trust me, dude.
So if he keeps doing that, his career, I mean, you're talking Andrew Luck short. So
right. I mean, Andrew Luck didn't get any help from his line at that time. Andrew Luck would love to play behind the line that he has now, probably, but he didn't stick around long enough.
But now Carson Wentz is there.
Yeah.
Tearing the show up.
Getting fucking comebacked.
Hey, man, I mean, if there's a team to do it, it's Low Jack put it on him.
No,
that was
I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, man, I have a feeling he's going to come back. And then I fell asleep, and I woke up at 1, and I looked at ESPN, and I went, yep, I was right. And
that no-huddle offense, you could see how gassed that defense was. It was bad.
Oh, yeah.
So
they're not – I mean, dude, once he starts getting cooking, dude.
It was a wrap.
That's it.
Do you want to talk about the kicking situation this past weekend, or
I mean, it's whatever, dude.
I ain't never seen anything like it, and it continued into last night.
It's rigged. NFL's rigged, dog.
Bruh.
Your brother said something's afoot, man.
He's just. This
I know.
Solvent.
I know. Hey, he ain't wrong though. It's awfully weird.
Nothing's a toe. Okay.
Hey, bro. I'm just saying. Don't think that it ain't. They know.
All right.
They know. All right. We'll go into week 6 pick'ems here.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you picked, I didn't. You can pick first.
Fair enough.
Tampa Bay 4-1 at Philadelphia 2-3 Thursday, October 14th at 8:20.
This ain't even a trap game. That's a win for Tom Brady and the Tom Brady's.
I'm gonna say that Tampa Bay wins, but it'll be close for the first 3 quarters.
I don't think it will be.
For the first 3 quarters, it will be tight.
Jalen
and then
Hurts'
the
front line is so fucking bad. It's not even funny.
All right, here we go. Sunday, October 17th, 9:30 a.m. We got another
London game.
Another London game. Miami, 1-4 against Jacksonville, 0-5. Somebody's got to win.
Oh man,
Miami's
this
got
could
one.
be.
This could be it.
But here's the thing.
I don't think it will be.
I don't know about the quarterback situation. The quarterback situation is what is now holding Miami back because Gaskins proved that he can run the ball, that he's good. There's a couple good receivers. You've got Waddell. You've got Devontae Parker still down there. I mean, they could be doing some things.
We just had some breaking news.
Shut the fuck up.
Jon Gruden has been taken out of the Bucs Ring of Honor.
Well, duh. I mean, yeah, whatever keys to the city that they originally gave him, they'll probably repossess.
So anything he's ever done, they're going to banish it. So,
yep.
All right. So you're taking
Lance
Miami?
Armstrong's wins. Yeah. I don't honestly. I'm not sure because I want to. Robinson looking good though, man, and Miami's defense looks strong at points, but they struggle to hold on. And I want to say they have a couple people injured. We're going with Suburban Meyer, and we're going with Trevor Lawrence, and we're going with Robinson, whatever his name is.
James
we're going with
Robinson?
Jacksonville.
James Robinson.
I mean, if.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
By
paper,
on paper,
it
should be an easy win.
They should win. I mean, Miami's in shambles right now. Tua is apparently practicing.
They don't know what side's up. I don't give a fuck if Tua's practicing.
Tua's practicing. I'm definitely taking Jacksonville.
That's fucked.
So I'll take Jacksonville on a Tuesday, way prior to the game. I'm still taking Jacksonville.
Yeah.
All right, L.A. Chargers 4-1 Sunday, October 17th, 1:00 game against the Baltimore Ravens, 4-1. Low jack. Justin Herbert, who wins?
Be the best defense they've played so far.
Who? Baltimore?
Yeah.
So you're taking Baltimore.
No, I'm saying it'd be the best defense.
They're
Baltimore
going to
has
have
faced.
to, or they're just going to have to outscore them. Cleveland came close.
That's the thing that scares me about the Rams sometimes is they get in these fucking.
No, the Chargers.
Oh, I thought you said the Rams. My
Sorry,
bad. You
no.
said L.A. My bad. The Chargers.
Justin Herbert against Baltimore.
That could be a seriously high-scoring game.
Should be.
Because now that Brown has figured it out for the Ravens and they're clicking, I mean, the Chargers just lost, didn't they?
No. They came back and beat the Browns.
That's right. Yeah.
Browns had them.
That was tough.
Just run the ball.
That's right, because I watched that at my parents'. That was tough. So,
Which that tandem is great, by the way.
what?
You texted me.
Oh, yeah.
You and your two running
God
back
damn.
tandem on the
Fucking
same team.
You starting
I'm going to do it all season, too.
Kareem Hunt and Chubb is just ridiculous.
Yep. Your
And
brother's
then both
like,
score. Yeah.
your brother was texting me like 2 weeks ago. Just give me Hunt, dude. And I'm like, I can't, man. I was like, I got it now, dude.
Oh shit.
So Chargers, Baltimore.
That's
At
a tough
Baltimore.
one too. I feel like at Baltimore.
It's a 1 o'clock game. So that is a 11 o'clock.
Ew.
Oh, sorry, 10 o'clock game for the Chargers, technically.
I don't have a lot of faith in the Ravens, man. I really don't.
I don't have faith in that defense.
Yeah, that
But
too.
I
We'll
would
go with the Chargers.
I'm gonna have to go with the Chargers too. I
I
think the
they
Chargers
keep
are
rolling.
the top team in the AFC. I said that. I'm sticking to it. I think it's an LA versus LA Super Bowl. Anyways,
That'd be wild.
Chargers in LA as well, by the way. Chargers, yeah, as well. All right, so Minnesota 2-3, Sunday, October 17th, 1 o'clock game against the 3-2 Carolina Panthers.
You know what the Minnesota Vikings issue now is?
It
Because
has
they
been
have-
Kirk Cousins.
They have two phenomenal receivers. They have two great running backs.
Mhm.
You know what their issue is now? It's their quarterback.
Oh, it's always been.
It's always been Kirk Cousins.
He's Jared Goff reincarnated, dude.
He's
less
He's a
turnovers.
little better than Jared Goff.
Less turnovers.
Yeah, less turnovers for sure. The Panthers, man. Where's that at? Minnesota?
Yep. No, it's at Carolina.
We're going to go with the Panthers.
I'm going to go with Carolina as well because they lost a tough one last week.
They
They're going to
did.
bounce back.
Man, what about the Lions? The head coach crying and whatnot? That was tough.
I mean, that's 2 weeks. Well, shit, it's 4 weeks in a row that they've had a game wrapped up.
and the game
blown.
that they lost was with the same fucking score
Mhm.
by the same exact way
Yep.
that they lost that first one. 16 down, they were up 16-17
Mhm.
and then lost by a very, very, very tight field goal.
I'm
I
well
mean,
aware. I didn't watch it, but I'm well
Talk
aware.
about sick to my stomach. That was rough.
Green Bay 4-1.
Green Bay.
October 17th, 1 p.m.
Green Bay.
game against the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, Green Bay.
All right, I'm taking Green Bay as well, even
That's
though they
not even a
struggled
fucking
against
trap.
the Bengals.
That's not even a trap game.
The Bengals looked great last week, and
As
then,
long as you got Devontae Adams healthy and Aaron Jones, you can put the punter out. You can put Crosby out there
yeah, I would agree
under
with you.
center. I mean,
I wouldn't say that, but the Bengals 3-2 Sunday, October 17th, 1 o'clock game against the Detroit Lions 0-5. Sorry, this one's gonna be a blowout.
the Lions got to figure something out.
Oh yeah, the Lions got to
Where
figure
they-
out how to fucking lose 0-6 again.
Where are they? Where are they playing at?
It's in Detroit. The Bengals are winning that game by a landslide.
That there is a legit trap game.
I think Burrow's better than that. Burrow's elite, man.
He does good, but then he makes
He's
very poor.
figuring
He
it
makes
out.
very what I like to
figuring it
call
out. when
very
you need him to-
Dalton-esque decisions.
No.
Because there was a couple decisions he made in that game that
the OT
looked
throw
like
was
there were
bad. But he
there
was
was-
trying to lead that receiver.
there was
and he thought
Dalton
that
spread all over the field and he was stepping in it.
The throw he threw in OT was very bad.
The run where he got popped,
I
and he
didn't
should have
see
never
that.
went down for
I
it.
didn't see that.
Or
so I
never
can't
should
say.
have. He instead of him just sliding, he took the fucking hit, and it was a high low. He got high load.
I'm still taking the Bengals by like 14.
It's hard not to.
The Lions are
You
bad.
said by 14 points.
Yeah. The Lions are bad, dude.
buddy. By 14?
By 14. Jared Goff's garbage. That defensive front, like you said earlier, is going to get the Goff.
1-4. That's a lot.
All right, somebody's going to go 2-4 here. Houston, 1-4. Sunday, October 17th, 1 o'clock game against the Indianapolis Colts. 1-4.
I think the Colts got that one.
Colts.
Yeah.
Although Houston did come alive last week and barely lost.
They did. That was wild.
Um,
I'm going with the Lions, by the way.
You're taking the Lions? You're insane. All right.
I'm riding high on your old boy, Jared Goff, brother.
No.
Your old Super Bowl quarterback, Jared Goff.
Anyways.
Huh?
Rams, 4-1. Sunday, October 17th, 1 o'clock game. New York Giants, 1-4.
I mean, come on, man. Fucking Rams.
All right.
Come on, man.
I know it kills you to say it.
No, really. That's
Rams,
an easy one.
Easy. Kansas City Chiefs, 2-3. Sunday, October 17th, 1 o'clock game against the Washington football team, who are being investigated by the FBI.
This is
They are 2-3, by the way.
right.
Both
The
are
Washington,
2-3.
the games the Washington team has been, the game the Redskins have been losing have been, because the issue with the Redskins are they have some good defensive components and a good defensive front, but that secondary is dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Mahomes eats them up. I'd say the Chiefs win this one by at least 9.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's just an update. Your brother changed his team name.
Oh, fuck.
I'll take the Chiefs as well, but not by 9.
No?
Nah.
Scary Terry, man. He be doing his thing.
Yeah.
That dude's
Arizona.
got some hands.
5-0. Sunday, October 17th. Game of the week.
I hate
Without
hearing
a doubt. Against the Browns, 3-2. That is a great
that should
game.
be a real good game. In Cleveland or in that nice dry air?
At Cleveland.
Uh-oh. Welcome
It's
to
going
the
to be
North.
windy.
Oh, yeah.
Kyler Murray.
This will be the best defense he's ran up against.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, dude, we played like shit. But anyway.
But here's my issue with that defense, man. I talked about it before because they should be
who?
they should be clapping fools. The Browns defense.
Yeah, but dude, it doesn't always work out, man.
No, it
paper
doesn't.
paper
It's
champs,
tough.
dude.
They get into these
Paper champs.
Don't
Don't get me wrong, though. I mean, the Chargers are going to score 35 on you anyways, no matter what defense you have.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the Chargers,
Herbert's
man.
good. He's way better than I ever anticipated.
Well, we just didn't know much about him because we're East Coast.
that's true.
That's just
I
honestly,
never saw that shit coming.
Right. I don't watch the Oregon.
You were like,
Ducks.
this dude's gonna be. Last year, somebody picked him up, and you're like, oh man, this dude's probably gonna be good. And I'm just like,
I think
not with a name like that.
I had him, and then me and Neves were talking about. I was like, I think he's good. I think he's got it.
Right.
But when he gets in, then he came in and he was
He just
lights
started
out.
fucking showing out.
They punctured his lungs on purpose, dude. They had to get Herbert in there, man.
That's fucked.
I'm just saying. All right, Arizona 5-0. 4:05 game against the Cleveland Browns, who need the win.
Listen, if they can shut the
Kyler Murray.
if they can shut Kyler Murray down, who is one of the best rushers in the NFL right now, man, I want to take the Browns, but it's the fucking 5-0 Ravens or Redbirds or whatever.
Man, you're getting your birds mixed up. Gotta lay off that.
Who you taking?
I'm taking the Browns. They need the win, and I need them to win. So I'm trying to speak it into existence.
I
think that they can win.
I want the Browns to win this game in Cleveland for the brand.
I think they win that game.
Taking the Browns.
All right. I think they run all over them, and they actually stick to it.
They've been running all over everybody.
Yeah, but I think both of them have over 100 yards.
Man, it is crazy to watch it happen too. It's unreal to watch that shit happen. There hasn't been a tandem like that in the NFL that I can ever remember.
Do you think I gave up Mike Williams?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Mike Williams out here dumping 30 on people.
That's fine. I'll take my 2 running backs.
Especially
Harder to
when
find.
it starts to get colder out.
Right. Las Vegas, 3-2, 4:25 game against and at Denver.
I don't give a fuck if they were 5-0. What they've been dealing with right now.
You gonna take Denver?
I don't think Denver's very good, to be honest with you.
I would agree. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Oh man, I don't. It's all. I've never had a ton of faith in Teddy Bridgewater, and Denver doesn't have much of a run game, and their receivers suck. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Vegas. They need this win just to get their. They need to get their heads straight, and this win would help them a lot.
I'll take Vegas as well. Dallas, 4-1 at.
Somebody said. They said the words MVP, talking about Dak Prescott.
He's up there. I would put him top 5. Probably 5.
All right, keep going.
Dude, he's elite.
Listen, I agree, but his points don't say that.
Hey, man.
The paperwork doesn't back up MVP.
It's a long season.
This is true.
Dallas at New England.
They them boys right now.
They
boys,
are
as they
them
say.
Boys.
At New England?
Yeah.
That's an easy. This should be.
It's
Let's
supposed
go.
to rain.
This should be even more so. Clock in, clock out. This is a win.
4.
Dallas.
Okay. Dallas.
Yes. You got them. You've got the Patriots beat on the ground by a long shot.
Right.
So it's this should be an easy, let's go to work, let's go back home.
Seattle 2-3 against your boys. They're 2-3 at Pittsburgh.
Hey.
Sunday Night Football.
Hey, come on. Come on. Come on.
I'm gonna take you guys,
Good choice.
but I think
Is it good choice?
Gino's gonna make it
Hey.
tight.
Gino had one good series when
I'm
he came
just
in.
gonna say
Listen
it's
to
gonna
me.
be tight.
It's not.
Okay.
Because you know who Geno Smith isn't? Russell Wilson. You know
I
why
understand that.
he isn't Russell Wilson? Because nobody's heard the name fucking Geno Smith in the last 4 years.
All right. Buffalo 4-1 Monday night game
Buffalo.
against Tennessee 3-2.
Buffalo.
You're taking Buffalo?
Buffalo.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Tennessee Titans?
The Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee can't defend anything Titans.
I don't care.
That's
Monday night.
tough.
Things get wild.
No, they don't. Not that wild.
I say
They've had far too much
Derrick
struggle defensively against some offenses that are just fucking atrocious.
Derrick Henry
Yeah, but you got
runs
Derrick
wild.
he cannot do everything himself. You have to have a fucking
Derrick
passing game.
Henry.
He's gonna have you some points. Derrick Henry is gonna score,
Derrick Henry.
but you know who isn't gonna score? Tannehill and the fucking receivers.
Derrick Henry
All right, bro.
and the Tennessee Titans.
Against
Josh
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Two different decent running backs.
I think that the
Emmanuel Sanders.
Kool-Aid is
The
getting
older
drank
Dick's
on
brother.
up in Buffalo.
The what?
The Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Little
wow.
Sip of the Kool-Aid.
No.
There's gonna be a lot of interviews up in Buffalo this week. Oh, you guys look great. You beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh yeah, we look good. We're on to Tennessee. Yeah. Derrick Henry comes along and says, "Yeah, you're on to Tennessee, bitch," and he just runs wild. He had 3 touchdowns last week. Yeah, it was against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I'm telling you, I got a feeling.
Listen.
Upset alert. Whatever the spread is, lock it in. Take it.
Oh, well.
Because Tennessee's going to be the underdog. So take it.
Yeah, I agree. Take it if you're wanting to.
Hey,
if you're
man.
wanting
I'm
to get
just telling
wild.
you. I agree. Buffalo and the Chargers are the 2 teams in the AFC right now that are going to clash eventually. But Tennessee needs a win. They're going to win Monday night. And when it happens, I'm going to text you and be like,
Listen, right on. Man.
I'm going to send you some Cactus Jack's gifts. Just bang, bang.
God.
Cactus Jack, dog.
What else I was going to ask
I know
you
I
about?
sound crazy, but yeah, I'm taking Tennessee. I just got a feeling.
Yeah, I mean.
It's one of those trap games.
Right. I agree. It could be, I don't think it's a trap game, but because it's not like, you know what I mean, this isn't a team they're not preparing for. Because the receiver situation going on with them is not the best.
See who Buffalo plays next
I think
week.
they stack the box on them. I mean, it's just going to, all eyes on Derrick Henry.
That's true. It should be. Oh. Buffalo has a bye week next week. That's the eyes are on the bye week. Yeah, they're already. Yep. Take it. Lock it in.
I don't think.
Hang on, let me call my bookie.
I don't think so. But that's fine.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
Hey, man.
I got a feeling.
Crazier shit happens. I just don't.
I just know how this works sometimes.
Hey, man.
Either way, you got anything else?
Is it cuffing season?
That's not real, dude.
That's a real thing.
No, it's all
And that is a real question.
made up in your head.
In my head?
Just in general public societies.
Mm,
There's no such thing as cuffing season.
how can you be so sure?
I don't know. I'm out of the game, dog.
That's what I'm saying, though.
I couldn't tell you.
What time of year did you meet Bay?
It was January, so it was past cuffing season.
No, sir.
No,
that
dude.
is at
Cuffing
that is at
season?
the end of cuffing season. That no. Cuffing
No.
season isn't over until
Cuffing season is
because that's Black History Month,
November
so it's still
to December
No.
31st.
Cuffing season still goes
Actually-
past Valentine's Day.
No, I did meet her in February. Yep.
You get past Valentine's Day
That
in
shit's
the end
made
of the
up.
holidays.
It's a made up holiday.
There is no more cuff of a holiday
Bullshit.
than Valentine's Day.
There's Memorial Day.
That's
There's
not a
Labor
cuffing
Day.
season.
There's July
Get the
4th.
fuck out of here, dude.
Bro,
Listen,
there's all
I'm
kinds
talking
of days.
I'm saying for cuffing season
That's fine.
because you're starting to see a lot of these girlfriend applications, boyfriend applications. You remember that shit from a couple years ago?
Yes, I made one.
Yes, you
It's
did.
a joke.
Yes, you did.
I put my head on top of some other girl's cuffing season thing.
It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
That was rich. I
think I have it in my phone somewhere. I'll get in trouble for that, but I think I did show her that as a
you
joke.
probably did.
And she was like, "What is that from?" And I was like, that was a long time ago." And then she laughed.
Oh, that was in the. Oh, that was from back in the day.
That was before you, babe. No big deal.
Oh, this is not. That was.
I actually think
this
I
predates
sent that
you.
to her when I first started dating her.
I think you told me about that.
I did. Yes, that is who I sent it to.
Listen, it is cuffing season.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good.
So, as you grind in to get these
Good luck to
fall holidays and these pumpkin patch dates and these apple orchard dates again, you know what I'm saying? And your flannel and your fucking hay bale pictures and all that other shit. There's people out there for everybody, you know what I mean? And this is that season.
Bruh.
This is the season of love.
No, it's just
Going into the holidays, people need dates because they haven't seen their family in a year and a half or since the last holidays, and they don't want to show up again by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
it's fucking pandemic, man.
Yeah, I think, you know what?
What?
I think that makes this cuffing season even more crazy than last year. Because last year, people were afraid to even go on fucking dates and meet new people. Wild to me, but whatever. None of my business. So, this year, like all those people that didn't go to holidays, didn't go to Thanksgiving, didn't go to Christmas, ain't seen Meemaw in fucking 2 years.
Meemaw.
Ain't seen Meemaw in a minute. So, they're trying to impress the fam.
Maybe. I'm. It could be out there.
I think it's a real thing.
Oh, I mean, women do get crazy. I mean, dudes do too, but it's very 70, 30, 80, 90. Yeah, 30.
You said that's super misogynistic, but we're not going to talk
Well,
about
no,
it.
it's not.
No,
That's true.
No, that's fine. That's
The
fine.
math has been done.
Also, it's science now.
Oh, for sure. It's not like a season, dude. Bro, you've seen it, man. You've seen it.
I've lived it.
We've
dog.
lived it.
Yeah.
I mean, been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna do it anymore.
Well, no, you're getting married, dog.
Yeah.
Your application's been accepted, dog. You're in.
I'm going to the Hall of Fame, dog.
That's it. That's hey,
Gold
that's
jacket.
right. The Hall
Gold
of
jacket,
yeah,
dog.
that's right. The Relationship Hall of Fame.
Yep, that's it.
Give me that gold jacket.
You can hit me up, Hinge. I'll be a Hinge. Fucking what was it? Oh, it was Bumble.
Oh shit.
Hit me up, Bumble. I'll be a true spokesperson for you guys.
Do a little commercial.
Me and Bay, man.
Oh my
Worked.
god.
It
I have
worked.
this image of you guys sitting on like a hay bale in front of like a field, a pumpkin patch, and you guys are just giving your little fucking Bumble commercial and shit like that. That's what needs to happen.
Well, you can direct the commercial, dog. There you
Li-
go. You already
listen.
got it in your head.
Don't get. Hey, listen, we'll do it.
All right. We're gonna close it out now with all that. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Gotta go eat. I got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
You guys be well. Have a great week. Good luck to your fantasy football teams this week,
Or not.
except Daniel Hills, because I got to face him, and it's a matchup of 2 and 3 teams, and the rubber meets the road for one of us.
The rubber meets the road.
Sorry for you. I'm sorry. Your season's been over.
It has been. It's bad. It's real bad. Worst ever.
No, you could.
In my
If you
life
do
of
come
fantasy
back,
football,
it'd be great.
Literally have to win out.
Oh, I agree.
So
All right.
tough
well,
road ahead.
Be well, everyone. Have a good weekend. Peace.
Peace.
Have you heard? Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for listening.